everyone, and thanks once again for tuning in to Smash Factor TV. My name's Natalie Adams, and we're going to have a look with this video tip how to play really well and effectively out of a fairway bunker. So you've hit a great tee shot down the fairway, but it has gone into one of the fairway bunkers. What should you do to play your best and most effective shot out of that? Well, you don't want to play the fairway bunker as you would a greenside bunker and just play the splash shot. When it comes to fairway bunkers, the first priority obviously is to get that ball out of the bunker, but we can play for a bit more length if the situation's allowing that. Now, first of all, what you've got to look at is what lie you've got in the fairway bunker. So if the ball's just rolled in, it's sitting nicely on top of the sand, then this is really how to attack that fairway bunker. Obviously, if it's plugged, so it's come down at a much more vertical angle, you're going to have to play it more like a splash shot to get the ball out, because that would be the priority. But on a good lie, you can go for the green a little bit more. The second thing to think about as well in that fairway bunker is the trajectory you need to get the ball out of the bunker to get it over the lip. And again, that's going to depend on how close to the lip you are or how far back you are in that fairway bunker. So if you are quite far back in the fairway bunker, as I am here, and the lip isn't too high, then you can play for the green. You know, from a really good distance out, anything you know, that you would be playing in a normal shot. So if you feel that you can get that trajectory to get the ball over the lip, and you've got a decent lie, then play in this way. Now, the main thing you're looking to do here is really take the ball cleanly and to just really nip it off the top of the sand. The last thing we want to do with this fairway shot is to hit the sand first. So we're just going to set up slightly differently to how we normally would play, and we're just going to create a slightly steeper swing that will encourage us to hit down on the ball a little bit more and to get the low point of your swing arc, so where the club head is at its lowest, to get it just past the ball rather than before it. So if we set up, I'm going to hit fairway hybrid out of this shot here. So using a rescue club, I would normally play the ball just inside my left heel, but I'm going to play it a little bit further back. So whatever ball position you would normally take, just play it a little bit further back than normal. I'm not going to wriggle my feet into the sand either. I'm going to make sure I've got a firm base, but I'm going to stay on top of the sand. So the ball's slightly further back. I'm going to set my hands just forward, and I'm going to make sure that I start with slightly more weight on my left side. So I would normally set up with about 55% of my weight on my left side, but for this shot I'm going to go to maybe 65. That's going to encourage me with that the hands forward, the weight forward, and the ball that little bit further back. That's going to encourage me to make a slightly steeper backswing. So I really want to make sure I use my wrists well on my backswing. With that slightly steeper swing, I'll have a steeper angle of attack back down into the ball, which should allow me to clip the ball cleanly off the turf. The other piece of advice I would give you here as well, playing out of fairway bunkers, I'd maybe take an extra club and just swing a little bit shorter and a little bit smoother, rather than trying to swing you know, as big as you can with that club. Maybe just take it to a 3/4 position and then just a slightly easier swing as you go through it, but make sure you follow through. Really get that right heel up out of the sand when you play the shot, and you should hit a nice crisp ball contact first with the sand afterwards. That's a really good contact there. I've taken the ball really cleanly and it's flown all the way to the green. So have a go at that the next time you're in that fairway bunker, but make sure you look at the lie first, look at the trajectory you need to get out of the lip. Don't try and be too greedy. The priority is to get that ball out of the bunker. But if you can get a longer club, so you can go for the green, slightly more weight on the left side, on the front foot, just position the ball maybe an inch further back than you normally would, hands forward, just take an easier swing, 3/4 version. It's a game-changing golf tip.